Inflation. It's a term we all hear, but what's often overlooked is the hidden dangers it poses. Dangers that could directly affect your financial security, especially if you're retired or nearing retirement. As prices increase, the cost of living rises, eroding the value of your savings, and yet, most of us don't realize the full scope of its impact. You see, inflation doesn't just affect the price at the grocery store, it's much deeper than that. Stick with me, and I'll explain why you need to start thinking about this now before it's too late. But first, if you're serious about protecting your wealth and avoiding inflation's worst effects, click the first link in the description for the free Gold IRA guide that thousands of Americans are using right now. It could be your first step towards securing a more stable financial future. If you've got 100K or more in an IRA, or 401K, or even 5M Plus in savings, this guide will show you how Gold IRAs can be the key to protecting your wealth in this volatile economic climate. Now let's get into it. The first hidden danger inflation brings is what's known as currency depreciation. When inflation rises, the actual purchasing power of your money drops. A dollar today is worth less than a dollar a year from now. And that's a problem if you're relying on a traditional savings account or even bonds to preserve your wealth. These assets are losing value, and you might not even realize it because inflation is a slow, creeping process. Next up, we have the impact on fixed incomes. For retirees, this is particularly concerning. If you're relying on pension payments or Social Security, inflation means your fixed monthly income buys less every year. You might not notice it at first, but over time, that small erosion of purchasing power can become a significant issue. And unfortunately, the typical safe investments don't do much to shield you from this. You need something that can keep pace with inflation. Many people try to turn to stocks for protection, but let's be real. Stock markets can be volatile, and during periods of high inflation, they often don't perform well. The truth is, stocks are not always a reliable hedge against inflation, especially when inflation is running hot and the economy is uncertain. So, what's the solution? You've probably heard of Gold IRAs, but you might not realize just how crucial they are when it comes to safeguarding your wealth against inflation. Gold has historically maintained its value during inflationary periods. While the price of the dollar decreases, the value of gold tends to go up, making it a solid option for those looking to protect their hard-earned savings. Think about it. Gold is a tangible asset with intrinsic value. It's been a store of wealth for thousands of years, and during times of economic uncertainty, it has consistently outperformed paper assets like stocks and bonds. That's why so many American retirees are choosing Gold IRAs to protect their wealth from inflation. If you're serious about protecting your wealth in the next 2 weeks, make sure you download the free Gold IRA guide linked in the description below to find out why it's such a great option for people like you. Now, what about real estate? Many people think real estate is a solid inflation hedge, but it's not always a foolproof solution. While real estate can increase in value over time, it's also highly illiquid. If you need quick access to your money, selling property isn't as easy as cashing out stocks or gold. Plus, if the market goes south, property values can plummet, leaving you exposed. That's why, when it comes to protecting your retirement savings and ensuring that your wealth isn't eroded by inflation, a Gold IRA offers the best option. It's liquid, stable, and inflation resistant. With Gold IRAs, you're investing in something that has stood the test of time. Now, as we wrap up, let me remind you that if you have 100K or more in your IRA or 401K, or even 5M Plus in savings, this strategy is absolutely perfect for you. Protecting your wealth shouldn't be a gamble. Make sure you're taking the necessary steps now before inflation continues to eat away at your savings. Click that link below, grab your free Gold IRA guide, and see why thousands of Americans are taking action to protect their wealth with gold. Don't wait. Your financial security is too important.